Alright, so I'm going to make the second Ramble video from here. I really don't like when people make Ramble videos at Artie, but I am pretty much doing agility right now. So I'm just going to do it here, knock it out. Got a lot of homework this week, but my class was just canceled. I drove all the way to school and the class was canceled, which is fucking epic. So I'm going to use this time that I have now to just bust out this video before I have to go do a bunch of homework over the next couple days of the rest of the week. So I have a few topics written down on a notepad. They're just really broad. I'm going to record this in one take because I don't have an editing software on my new PC. I got my PC about I guess it's 5 months ago now. But I just haven't had the time or the want to go download an editing software, so if I fuck up or say something stupid, I'm just going to have to leave it in or re-record it, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I don't say anything stupid. So I'm going to start off with a stat update and what I've been up to. So from the last video, I think I was like 60 mil hunter at the start of it. I've changed a lot as a player from then. Like, I've noticed that every few months I change. Like, it's like slow change, but it like gradually changes as a skiller. You change your mindset on things, and I don't know. You just kind of like grow as a player and etc. So at the start of that video, I think maybe it was at the end, but I said that I was going to do Hunter, and I wasn't very confident in doing Hunter because it was obviously my first gatherer. But I ended up having a lot of free time this summer, so I did some of the Hunter records. I actually got all four of them: the 6 hour, the day, the week, and the month. The month was 110 mil. That's like one of my most proud skilling achievements. So the 6 hour is pretty good though. I think the month and the day will stay there for a long time, but I think the week and the 6 hour are. I wouldn't say they're in danger yet, but I feel like they are definitely beatable. I mean, obviously all records are beatable, but I don't know if there's anyone that hasn't done Hunter yet that will do a big month or that fat day. Like, that's pretty RNG as well. So, I ended up getting Tournament Hunter. After Hunter, I sold all my gear and then I did some agility. I'm not sure what my agi was at the last video. Maybe thinking maybe like around 72, maybe 73 mil. I'm not sure. I also broke the build with smithing. I was doing some alts and making some money, and I wanted to try it out. And BF is really chill. Really similar to Herb and Craft with the banking. Really good skill. I like it a lot. Really relaxing. Also, let's see. I have started class, so I've been doing some thieving in class. I don't know. I think, like, personally, I think if you're only in school, which I am now, I used to work and do school at the same time, but now I'm only doing school. It's pretty much the same as being a NEET. You can't really change my mind on that. It's just like the easiest thing in the world. So I'm doing thieving in class. Done a little bit of fishing, maybe like 2 or 3 mil since the last video, just like AFK, or if I want to like go fish and take nip or whatever, I will for like maybe an hour or two. Not really focused on that right now though. And the other thing I've done is a shitload of RC. I've said it in the last video, and I still do believe this. RC is the hardest skill, and I don't know. RC is just a whole nother ball game. So I did a lot of 1+2, which is running one alt and paying two at the fire altar to make lava runes. So yeah, I'll talk about my future plans towards the end of the video. But yeah, so RC has been going well. I'm taking a break from it right now. I am really bombarded with homework, and I had a decent schedule with two of my runners. They were basically running 6 hours every day for me for about 2 weeks. Obviously, I do pay them, so it's not like they're like slaves or anything like that, but I just had a lot of homework, and I didn't want to stress them out with changing up the schedule, so I basically just told them, like, yeah, let's take a few weeks off. I'll let you know if we're gonna RC anymore. So kind of in the middle of skills right now. So I've been doing Agi RC mainly. So my first topic on the notepad is third-party clients. So I know this has been a popular topic with a lot of people on Twitter. I'm gonna try not to name drop a lot of people, but people have been bringing up third-party clients a lot. Personally, I think the customizable clients are fucked. I use some of them, but I still think that they are a bit OP. I don't know if Jagex will really do anything about it. But if we're talking about third-party clients as a whole, this includes just normal RuneLite, which I'm on right now. I think normal RuneLite has a few features that are kind of fucked, but if you think about it, I don't really want to play this game on vanilla because vanilla isn't very fun. If they were to implement some of RuneLite's best features into the vanilla client, then it would be fine for them to just go ahead and get rid of all third-party clients. But if you look at Jagex as like a business, it doesn't really make sense for them to do that. It's going to cost them a lot of money, and they'll probably lose a lot of subscribers. So I don't really know what they're going to do. I'm not really talking about like the like crazy good RuneLite features. I'm just talking about like so like the cannon overlay for Slayer, the boosted stats is really big for PVM. Like you don't want to have to keep clicking the stats thing, and you won't know like when you drop. Like we have the timer that tells you when your stats drop down a level. That's really important for stuff like anything to do with the scythe, because I know the 118 is really important for the scythe. NPC tagging is pretty important. I don't think they would ever implement that onto their own client though. XP trackers are very important. They don't even have that on the original client. Um, I'm sure I'm missing some other stuff, but yeah, if they could make like a pretty good old school RuneScape client that was from Jagex, then I would stop playing on other clients. But until that's done, normal RuneLite and then some other like niche needs for the special clients, I'll still use them. Yeah, I think it's fucked, but I think of this game as a competition, and if it's nothing's being done about it, then I don't think it's really you're just losing time for no reason if you're not doing it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. I don't really care if they do get rid of them, but if they don't, then I don't know. If they do get rid of them, they will probably lose a lot of subscribers. I think probably I'd say like 70% of the game plays on RuneLite or maybe still on OS Buddy. I'm not too sure, but I know there'd be an outrage from the normies, so I'm not sure if it's a very good business idea. Kind of sad, but yeah, that's just how it is. So I'm going to move on from that into the next point, seeing the game as a competition. So this just basically, this point is kind of like based around RC. So I don't know if you know this, but I used to be a PVMer. Obviously, a lot of skillers know that PVMers have a lot of money normally. I did have a lot of money, but I basically spent that money on prayer and then a scythe merch that went wrong. So I bought like 4 scythes when they were like over max cash, and then they crashed to like 1.2 bill, and I just kept believing in it, and then they just kept crashing, and then I ended up selling those and then buying prayer, and then I was pretty much cleaned. Not cleaned, but like pretty poor. Like we're talking like 1 bill. So all the money that I've made for RC has been post prayer, so that was not made through PVM. So I'm just like making a point that if you're a new player, I'm not talking to people that are like 13k EHP and have already done all their skills where they can make money. I'm mainly talking to like new players like 5, maybe 7k EHP, maybe even 9k EHP that RC is not as hard as you think it is to make money for. I know 1+2 is around 80 GPXP. That's not too bad. The amount of money that you can make on alts with like Artie and Slayer are just insane. If you'll just play the alts, it's not that bad to make the money. my whole account has been built around making money for RC pretty much. Like the crafting, I did that. I stopped fishing to go do crafting to make money through Tob because I knew the prices were gonna dip, which they have already. The scythe is 700 mil or some shit. It's ridiculous. So I thought that was a good decision for me. But yeah, so the money making for RC, I think if you just get it out of the way early or just slowly try to build your account around that as a new player, or even if you're like 9k EHP, I still think it's possible. It's not that expensive, and the worst case, you do half and half. So I'm just gonna move on from that. A big part of me being able to play a lot, like every day, like no matter what my schedule is, still being able to log in, or if I don't want to play, it's really easy for me to be able to like go through like a 2 hour burnout where I don't want to play for 2 hours and then just like snap out of it or whatever. And that is the next topic, which is getting connected into a friend group. If you're a new player, I would really suggest joining a skilling clan. From personal experience, I'm in Solus. I think a lot of the Solus leaders are really good. Jenny and Ely, Borsey, Alex, and Sean, they are all like really, really good IMO. They really can help you out with learning how to skill efficiently and can really become like really good friends with you if you decide to connect with them. So like staying connected, like getting connected into a skilling clan, making like getting into friend groups. Like a good example of this, I'm actually gonna name drop here. So a good example of this would be like Dead Wilson and Sins, and I think Vinny is involved in that little friend group as well. So those two guys and then Vinny are all three of those guys are like really good friends, and I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure they like motivate each other. So I don't know. I sort of have that with some of my old PVM friends. If you know me personally, you probably know that I'm really good friends with Jared, and like I don't know. You once you connect with people and you know like you start becoming really good friends with them, they like you just figure out each other's schedule. And if I'm like got a free day or whatever and I'm sleeping till like 1 p.m., Jared knows like all this dude's burnt. Like let me call his ass on Discord and get his dumb ass out of bed and whatever. It's just like another factor that can help keep you motivated, and those three guys that I mentioned earlier have done a really good job of it. But yeah, I think that's super big in the aspect of not burning out. So my last point on the notepad that I have, I just threw this together right before I got home from the class that was canceled. So the plans for the future. So my plans have literally just changed. I originally was planning to just keep doing RC and then Agi on the side to make the extra money for it. But I think I am going to switch it up and hit the pause button on RC. I don't think I will be doing as much RC as I was the past 2 or 3 weeks, maybe in the past month. I guess I'm on like a 20 mil month. But basically, I'm just going to try and get some of the hard skills out of the way. I started mining a little bit last night. I did some fishing the other day, and I just realized that like RC is like a sort of like a not a daily, but like you can only train this skill efficiently at certain times. So I feel like I will do like agi mining. I kind of want to do like mining before fishing. I tried mining with mouse keys dropping the other day. I guess it was yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. It's really nice on the wrist. I feel like I could do that for like long term, and I am working on alts right now, so I do have to do a fair bit of agility while I'm working on those alts. But I think I'm just gonna try to bust out the hard skills. Once again, I said in the last video that I'm putting off Slayer as long as I can. I think it's still around the same XP. I think I did like 100k the other day just testing something that didn't even end up working. So yeah, it's basically just like putting off Slayer as long as I can and getting these hard skills like mining. Addy's not hard, but it's slow. So mining, agi, and then I will try to keep doing RC. Don't really know if I'll maintain like doing RC on the daily like I was in the past couple weeks to a month or so. Anyways, that's all I have. So I'm gonna wrap up the Ramble video here. If you did make it this far into the video, thank you for watching. Leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts on the topics. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna upload this probably tonight, maybe this afternoon. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.